What's up, Pendegas? This is the F-Class 97 here with Rodney, and today we're going to be doing a matchup discussion. So, please say hello.
Hey.
Hey, so it's Rodney and I. Today we're going to be talking about NETMugen TE Revival and version 1025. Basically, we're going to be discussing a matchup between two distinct characters, Leonardo and Sasuke. So we're going to be talking about discussing, whose points and sides are we on, their good and bad stuffs, stuff like that, a normal matchup. So, Rodney, what do you think about this matchup?
I feel like if two experienced players, both of Sasuke and Leonardo, they can equal out. But it all depends on the skill and what happens in the fight is who wins.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing. But what's been getting me curious is kind of how Sasuke's playstyle has kind of evolved from 102's short lifespan into 1025. Now it's the things that not even many people use, but now it's kind of, before it was kind of more free and people kind of learned about it. Well, not much, but you know what I mean. And now where it's like everything, like you say, it's, like micromanaging and whatnot. So, I don't know, Sasuke is going to be a hard character to learn, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, because, the whole playstyle of Sasuke revolves around one special move, and that is Atamara.
Wait, what? Amaterasu?
Yes, because I think that's the whole, if anybody wanted to play Sasuke, that would be their main thing about it. Because you can instantly kill with Amaterasu if you can hit it at a very precise point.
I suppose. For me, I usually go for, simple, good combos, OTGs. And, yeah?
You're right about that. I think there's actually two. Now that you mention that there's two, you can either play Rushdown or only try to get Amaterasu.
Do you play both?
I play both. Some matches, I'll just do the transformation, because if you do Rushdown instead, then you can just go back in a little bit and get some health back.
I see. But yeah, but then you have the risk of running against a Leonardo, which is totally Rushdown. And in my opinion, in my defense, if you can get a good cross-up and start in the match, you basically win with Leonardo. What do you think? Do you think that's a case here, or is that nothing?
Well, in the matchup between Leonardo and Sasuke has one or two reversal moves he can use to stop that.
Yeah.
Other characters can stop that with an invincibility move, like a DP or something like that. Yeah. But with Sasuke and Leonardo, in that case, you can do that.
In the case of Sasuke, DPs are not a good option since he doesn't really have any. He would worry more on getting stuff like the Snake Barrage, Zero Counter, or even better, trying to get Leonardo. Because the way I play Leonardo, as shown, is abusing some of the cross up with the dive kick, especially when you get a knockdown on Sasuke and put him in the corner. That pressure game is hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have a Dragon Punch, and the only really invincibility move that he has that can punish it and basically get him out of most, if not any situation, is Chidori.
Oh yeah, Chidori is basically Bionic Orange, which is kind of booty. But so in this case, yeah, that is kind of the only way he can get out. And you can also use Sasuke to put a lot of pressure on Leonardo. That's what I feel like. They both could be very heavy pressure characters, but it could be one over the other. But in most cases, do you think Sasuke has the upper hand or Leo's got the upper hand? We played long-ass sets, and it's kind of it feels evened out. But in my opinion, I think Sasuke can kind of take out Leonardo if he can really do some good space control, especially in the air.
Yeah, because I actually with Leonardo, his whole thing is to get in, but Sasuke can do multiple things to get you down. If he sets up like a kunai in front of you and a kunai behind you, he can't move. Then he could start zoning the air with like the giant. I can't remember what it's called.
It's just, you mean that lightning thing? That's a command grab in A-tier.
Yeah, he has that, or like the other really big ninja star that he throws up.
Oh, the Demon Wind Shuriken, something like that.
Yep, the Demon Wind Shuriken and the Chidori command grab that he shoots up in the air.
That is really big. But what could kind of help too is, remember, Leonardo also has a push block, and boy is that really large. If you start putting in some pressure, you can push block it. And in most cases, if you get up and like Sasuke does like a mess up, like something to punish, that's a free grab right there, and that's like a free corner setup, especially if you're like Leonardo, where it's like you're focused on like three things. You want to get the cross up on the dive kick, or you want to get something into throw, or you just want to get a raw throw, and that's just like what kind of makes Leonardo kind of powerful in some cases. I mean, like, I'm trying to think like a specific number, like, you know how usually matchups have like that number. It's like a 8 to 10, 8 to 2, or like a 6 to 4, or 5-5 even. Would you have a number for this matchup?
Maybe like a 6 to 4 in Sasuke's favor.
That's actually very close.
I feel it is legit because if a really good Sasuke player learned how to keep complete knockdown with all the moves that he has, all the Tsutomi feathers and all of these other moves, he could really keep Leonardo completely away the entire match.
I see.
So maybe instead of like a 6 to 4, it could be more like a 7 to 3.
Oh wow, really? You really? I don't know. I kind of feel that 7 to 3 is very like, oof. It's a very far number for Leonardo's case, because like I said, if you'd have to get perfect space control and abandon everything else for Sasuke, getting setups for something like Amaterasu, you would try to keep that in your mind, or if you want to like mostly play keep away Sasuke, that'd probably the best way to fight against a Leonardo. But then you gotta also remember that there are certain moves that you're gonna have trouble with. For example, Leonardo's his EX shoulder, although punishable, has armor to it. So if you try throwing shurikens through it, you're not gonna get anything from that. And also, like I said, it's just the pressure game. As soon as he can get like a knockdown or a grab, I mean, I would stick to 6 to 4 if anything, just because of the fact that I feel that not enough. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like where Leonardo can do it, but also he's a small character along with Sasuke, and Sasuke can have some trouble trying to link everything since Leo can slip out a few cracks. I mean, do you believe that?
Yeah, 6 to 4 does make the most sense. You are right, yeah.
I mean,
but, I mean, both of them, because we were testing out some Sasuke play, Sasuke can fall out of certain things, Leo can fall out of certain things. They both have the same, like, they both have rushdown. The only thing that makes Sasuke different than Leonardo is that Sasuke, on top of the rushdown capabilities, has the capabilities to zone as well.
Yeah, and on top of the whole recovery frames on Leonardo, it makes everything a lot harder when you miss, especially on a punish, where with Sasuke you gotta punish accordingly, or you're gonna eat another sword attack or something like that.
Yeah.
So, oh, not to mention, well, the one thing I could say that Leonardo can have a better thing on is just trying to throw out supers, but then you have to worry about, again, Sasuke has so much coverage. He can do his air fireball thing that's like, especially if you like push blocking with Leonardo, that will put you back, and you better have a good sense of where you are. Chidori is such a free move in Leonardo's case, and in also a lot of cases, it's bionic arm. What else? I mean, you could say Amaterasu also, because, like, I think that's a good panic super, too. Like, even if you don't hit anything, as soon as you see that thing on the you know, on the field and it's chasing you, it's like, oh shit, what do I do? It almost kind of reminds me of Dystopia's I Super, but that's like a whole different story.
Yeah, I agree with you there, because like even if you don't have a lot of meter, you can inflict fear with the Amaterasu, and or there is something else that you can do against Leonardo, is if you only have a little bit of that, a little bit of meter, you can either throw out some of the super right smack dab in the middle of the field, completely disabling Leonardo from doing anything.
Oh yeah, you're right there. It is there. That is a problem. Yeah.
I mean, you can super jump over it, but not a lot of people would like to take the chance to get caught in Sasuke's insta-kill kind of thing.
Insta-kill. Oh man. Yeah, that is a thing. I'm trying to think, because there's also, remember, there's a risk to Sasuke's, because the whole point is that you want to get to Sharingan first. That's the only way you can get to it, if you activate it. And that costs health, and you might think, oh, that's not too bad, you know, you can recover. Listen, you're talking about Leonardo. As soon as you activate that eye, you can't move. And if he gets you in a good, sweet spot, you lost health, and you're free to just get destroyed by Leonardo's like cross-up abilities. And the worst part is that when you have to change back to get, because remember, activation costs you 150 HP. But when you deactivate, you get 75, which is not a lot, but in some cases it could be a lifesaver. Leonardo doesn't let you do that easily. So it's the whole game to me is kind of like one or two options. Either Leonardo gets close to the opponent, or Sasuke keeps him out. If one of those guys start in the match that well early, that can practically decipher the game. And because of Sasuke's abilities and the amount of ways he can do that, that's why I believe Sasuke has the favor. It is, in my opinion, officially a 6-4 matchup. What are your thoughts on that?
I completely agree with you with some of that, because you're correct on both the matchups, both of the options, both of the opponent's options. All of their supers, their specials, everything about the characters makes complete sense for this to be a 6-4 matchup.
I see. So, do you think this is a close case?
Pretty close case.
I see. You got anything else to add?
Not really. I think we covered both of the characters' options. Everything we really could cover over both these characters we have, and explaining how the matchup can go either side.
I see. Alrighty. Well, that I guess should conclude a first little matchup thing. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you got if your own opinions on these two characters, you may leave them in the comments below if you cared. Also, if you want to try out the Mugen Online experience, the download link is in the description. So, Rodney, thanks for joining this very awkward way, I guess.
You're welcome.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out and subscribe, pin dinguses.